While taking me on a tour of her exquisite garden, I can see why she proclaims that her home is the most beautiful estate ever seen in the history of mankind. Every detail is so lavishly designed, I can see that everything is just perfect. While preparing a banquet for me, I chuckle as she teases me. She says that I don't know good eating the way she knows good eating. She says that her food is the most splendid food ever tasted in the history of mankind. Every bite so deliciously designed. I can taste that everything is just perfect. And I can only fancy what runs through her mind when she looks at her husband walking towards her so tall and so fine. A man who looks as if he was hand-chiseled by God himself. If she is anything like me, she could spend hours every week just admiring the strength of his well-sculpted body, the deep and sensuous sound of his voice when he calls her name, wearing his confidence and intelligence like a God-given birthright. He doesn't know how to be anything else but a masculine man. Thus, she flirtatiously sings his praises. My man is the only man created in God's image, and every other man is just a poor replication of my man. But as much as she likes to laugh and boast playfully, I am charmed by her genuine humility when I tell her that she is the most elegant, intelligent, capable, and feminine woman to have ever walked the earth. I remind her that, like her husband, her own curves look as if they were handcrafted by a luxury designer. Her beauty defies earthly comparison. Luscious hair, skin so flawless she doesn't even have a belly button. I've never had the pleasure of knowing a woman, a wife, a mother more perfect than Eve. Can you imagine being the woman who had the purest relationship with God in mankind's history? So I ask myself, how is it that the first man, born to this first woman, commits the first murder? Eve, the only mother to have ever known what it was like to use 100% of her brain. Eve, the only mother whose heart was not polluted by generational pain. She was not scarred by abuse, a lack of love, death, divorce, rape, violence, war. She was not disfigured by disease, drugs, poverty, alcoholism, dysfunctional family, greed. She knew nothing about hunger, anxiety, depression. Physical and mental illness was not written in her DNA. Eve, the only woman to have walked with God during the breezy part of the day. Who among us could ever be a more perfect wife and mother than Eve? Literally. So I ask myself, how is it that the first man, born to the first mother, commits the first murder? Did the most perfect mother to have ever lived wonder if she was to blame when Abel was killed by Cain? Did she lose sleep at night wondering if there was more that she could have done to guard the heart of Cain, her beloved firstborn son? Did she panic in her dreams, searching for Abel, wishing she could have protected him from harm? Did she question every decision she ever made? How long did her emotions bleed? Did she ever recover from the grief of losing her family? Did the most perfect woman to have ever lived feel like a failure? Or did her tombstone simply read, "Here lies the most perfect woman to have ever lived, Eve"? the first mother to feel the pain and anguish of losing 2 sons, and consequently, thousands of generations to come. To the trickery of mankind's greatest enemy, woe to the hearts of the daughters of Eve, the future mothers to be in their fight for their sons against mankind's greatest enemy. Some mothers will pry the souls of their sons from the tight grip of the enemy, and they will never stop praying for strength. And despite the best of effort, some mothers will cry for the souls of their sons crushed by the hands of the enemy, and they will never stop praying for strength. Take comfort. No parent could ever be a more perfect parent than our Heavenly Father. Yet no parent will ever know the heartache and pain inflicted by disloyal children more than our Heavenly Father. Keep praying and keep healing. Keep aiming to be a light in the darkness. Remembering the Father, our Father, has gifted us a king who eagerly waits for the opportunity to annihilate mankind's greatest enemy.